All right, this could be a really bad idea, but we're about to find out.
What are we about to find out?
So we need to see if we were running, now that we've gone to a single DI pump, the DI fuel was a little unstable, so we made adjustments. Basically, the cams are different between a B58 and S58, and this system was technically set up for B58, so we had to adjust basically how it's picking up on the cam. So we think we fixed that issue, but the only way to really test is to go 50 plus PSI. So for us to see if the fuel is unstable up top, or if we could, because we went to the track, but we weren't running over, I mean, we only ran like 40 PSI at the track, but basically it's unstable above 50 PSI. So the DI only, so our port injection is all normal, but the DI, since we went to one pump, it's going to change things. So now we're about to find out and turn the car and see. It made on 55 PSI, it already made 1580, I believe, around that. So we're going to put it on like 60 and see what happens.
What's up?
I don't know if we should do 60 or 62. It's like we're not really going for records, but if I do 62, it'll probably hit a record versus 60. I think 60 PSI is going to make 1680. And I think 62 PSI is going to make like 1720.
That's a tough call.
But I think it'll do it, no problem.
I mean, do you think the fuel will hold 62?
I mean, we're gonna find out, right? Sometimes only way one way to find out. I mean, we're pretty good about taking precautions on everything, but at the end of the day, there's only a certain amount of precautions you can take before you kind of have to go around and find out. I say 62 because I think 60 is gonna be 1680, and I think 62 could be the difference of like record. So if we're gonna do it and beat it up, we might as well just from 20 to 62 or 63. 62. Damn it, Zach, got me doing this shit for the YouTubes. See that? 62 PSI all the way through. We'll see. All right. See what happens. Normally we run up to 70 PSI, but the car's making a lot more power, so it's on boost. So on the 60 PSI now, it's gonna make a lot more power than it did previously on the 60 PSI. So we'll see what happens. All right, so 0.80 lambda I'm lifting. Yeah, really that's all I gotta watch because the DI is, but it should be correcting it anyway.
Yeah, they float around a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that and it float around and waste the pool and like it's still correcting enough to. But honestly, it shouldn't let lambda go at all. Either way.
No, it hit a cut before and it goes crazy.
All right, let's do it. Wow. It went lean. But that might have been it pulling or shutting it down. When it's breaking up like that, it goes lean though anyway with a breakup, right? Oh, that might have been just a spark plug breakup. Well, I thought it was going to the moon. It was going to the moon.
What happened?
It was going to the moon, but it broke up. It might be spark plugs. But either way, if it is spark plugs or whatever, we might just, I don't know. If we can see fuel stable up there, then. Did it? Oh, hi. Really? Wow. 70 is not normally something we're too scared of, but the car is making a lot more power per boost. All right, so we're checking over logs after that pull on the dyno, looking at some stuff. So we are having a problem with fuel pressure drop. So we've tapped out the fuel system. The DI pressure dropped also. So we think we're also with the single pump, it's having an issue. Basically the low pressure side supply to the DI pump is maxed out now. So we're gonna upgrade that. We need to do a fuel. We want to do a fuel cell in the car as well, so we can just run 5 gallons in the car. So we're gonna actually build a fuel system that we're gonna offer the customers as well. So we're in the process of getting that started basically now. So we're gonna go ahead and probably go ahead and pull the engine so we can go ahead and start our stage 5. We've kind of been waiting and waiting for a good time to just basically start development of the stage 5, test the new billet main caps and the other changes that we have in place. And before we offer that engine, we want to go through and test it and push it. And the plan is to make 1,800 horsepower. So you can see right here in the log, you can see where our pressure, DI pressure just drops off in the orange right here. So we think maybe the pump aerated at that point and started picking up air, and then it completely dropped off the air pressure, but all the way up to what, 40, 50 PSI. The fueling was good, and then it dropped off. So yeah, time to make some changes on the fuel system. So we're maxing it out with how efficient everything is around the 1580, 1600 mark. So we're a little down on being able to turn it up like we've had it before. So at the track, we really only ran about 40 PSI max on the last few pulls, and then we weren't able to launch the car really hard. So we're excited to get this straight, get back to the power we were at, and get the car to go on the track.
All right, so we finally got the M2 motor out. It's been through a lot. This is the same motor we put in before World Cup, and we were able to get a lot of passes out of this thing. It's been through 5+ events, a lot of back-to-back events, over 50+ passes. I mean, this thing has seen a lot of abuse, a lot of 1,600 horsepower pulls on the dyno, a lot of testing, a lot of different things. And we just want to go into a new type of stage engine, and we're going to add some upgrades to this thing and keep it going. Here's just one of the rods that we were able to get out of here, just so you can see what we're looking with. So this is a 3.2 liter, our same stuff, stage 4 that you're able to buy off our website. And just wanted to give y'all at least what the bearings look like, the health of this motor. I mean, we finally decided to change it. So as you can see, I mean, bearing is pretty much no wear on it, smooth wear. It's super smooth across, still tension on the bearing. Almost looks like this thing hasn't seen many passes at all, but this is the same motor we've been showing you guys about and what you guys seen. So I'll pull out another rod just to show you guys. Yeah, so we'll pull out another rod bearing. Like I've said, this motor has seen a ton of abuse, ton of pulls on the dyno, just trying to see what our engines can do and get that stuff to you guys. So just the basics, stage 4, 3.2 liter from BC has always worked tremendous for us. And as you see, fresh out, bearing looks just perfect. Still, like I said before, a lot of tension on the bearing still, so hasn't really been beating this thing up. Had a great tune-up in it, great everything, a lot of tension still. And we'll get this piston and rod out for you guys. Actually, I'll pull that bearing out. This is the top bearing. Still a little heat, but that's normally where you're gonna see the most wears on the top of the rod, just where it's getting beat, but very small wear on the bearing itself for how many passes this thing is seen at high horsepower and the level that we're producing at consistently. So just one more time, you can see even the rod itself, barely any wear. Wear itself looks good. The bushings on the rod look good. You can see our actual piston to wall is great on this thing. I mean, just nothing. This thing has seen hell and more, and it shows that it's capable of more. And obviously we want to go to the next stage and see what more this engine can bring us. But yeah, after seeing this, we're excited to see what we can add to the program and what we can add to the engine.
Can I have my shirt back now?
Yeah, in a second. Yeah. But like I said, we're excited to see what we can do and what we can do progressing forward here.
All right, Josh just finished up showing you the engine coming apart and the condition of it, and bearings, and everything looking pretty good. Next, we're going to talk about our new upgrades that we're going to offer with our Stage 5 engine and what we're going to do to handle 1,600 plus horsepower. So we have our new billet main caps here with valves. So this is going to locate the main caps a lot better than the factory design that has just basically these lines indented in that kind of align the cap. That's how they come from factory, which we'll show you a clip of that. We're gonna show you some of the old main caps that came out of our engine, and some of the other engines we've had make 1600 plus horsepower, and we'll show you what we see is going on in the movement with the main caps and why we decided to do a billet upgrade with a stronger bolt with valves also. So these are the main caps out of our engine. You can see here the chatter marks. Part of that's due to this way of aligning with no dowel, as well as the cap itself isn't exactly the most rigid piece, and it's actually moving as well when we're making that kind of power and torque. I think the car was making over 1300 torque, which is kind of the biggest thing that you have to watch, is how much torque you're making. Not as much horsepower, but how much torque the car is making. So that's what's going to cause more damage. And then we went with 625 upgraded bolts instead of the standard ARP 2000 grade bolts. So these will handle more torque without getting to the torque to yield as soon. So we should be able to go to 80 foot-pounds or so with these new 625 bolts without an issue. Then we got our crank with the rim polishing on it. We are still utilizing the BC crank 3.2 liter. And we're gonna basically test all this in our shop car. And the plan is to make at least 1800 wheel horsepower. We're gonna make a few more changes with the cylinder head. We're also gonna pen the cam gears as well. That's another option we'll show you in the next video of us doing, and what we're gonna do to basically solve the issue of the cam gear bolts coming loose or knocking the cam gears loose and basically spinning, then causing basically interference with the valve and piston, and you end up with bent valves. Anytime those cam gears come loose, you're gonna end up with a bent valve. Update on the shop car, we are close to getting the carbon doors in place. We still have to build basically the framing around the new Lexan windows to hold them in place, along with a new window latch that'll go up top. But they look pretty good, they fit nice. They'll work pretty well once that frame is put in place. All this will be nice and solid, and fitment is pretty good on the carbon. We're pretty happy with it. For all the guys looking for an update on our B58 billet valve covers, we've been basically doing some street testing on the billet valve cover. We've had this on the car for a couple weeks now. Said it's been driving around, putting miles on it, just making sure that we don't have any issues, there's no leaks, anything like that. We wanted to just update you guys on that. Everything's been going well. We started over on the other side and our new machine getting the covers into full production. So they're actually running through the night as well. So the machine's running about 24/5 right now. Not as much action from this video, but we've had so much development going on. We kind of just been heads down working and basically sorting out our new products and things that we're working on. So we appreciate you guys watching this week. Stay tuned for next week's video. We'll try to have a little bit more going on next week when we're not so involved in all this new development. So appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and keep watching.